Okay, everybody, I'm back at it again. I'm on the 85 horsepower Johnson. I just want to get it started today, see how she does. First I want to say that I actually had to backtrack a little bit. I ended up putting a new water pump impeller in this unit, and I thought about it. I was going to reuse the old impeller because it didn't really look that bad, but I thought, well, I had the thing out. I put the part on order, and I never got the lower unit back installed until now. But what you'll see in this video is the disassembly of the water pump, reassembly with the new water pump, and then installing the unit back into position into the motor. So, and then of course we'll see what happens after that with trying to get it started. So I've got it in the barrel. Water level's up, got to prime it, got a little bit of gas left. I hope I got enough. We'll see what happens. So again, this is a 1970 85 horsepower Johnson. It's the Hydroelectric Shift. I went through the lower unit. I changed the drive shaft seals in it, the water pump impeller. I also changed or checked the spark and the compression. I got about 120 pounds on each cylinder, at least 3 of the 4 cylinders, and 135 PSI on the 4th. So looking pretty good. So I'm going to see if it'll fire up today. And so stay tuned and you'll see what I see. So I think it will. I haven't gone through the carburetors, but I'm hoping I don't have to. But if I do, I do. So stay tuned. The new impeller from Napa for this 85 horse is 18-3044, and it's got the year and the horsepower 85 horsepower from 1969 to 72, and this is a 1970 model, so this should work just fine. In the last video I did, I actually put the old impeller back in just as demonstration on how to put it back in. But since I haven't installed this yet, and I was waiting on parts, it was in the mail, I didn't know how long it was going to take, but it came in, so now I'm going to just quickly install it. There is the old one, there is the new one. Yeah. A little bit. This nice click here. Just around the holes, edges maybe. Okay. There it goes. Let's see if you. All right. Now that's right on. I'm gonna spin the drive shaft clockwise. Push down, and that'll seat it. There we go. Just kind of gently seated. Off the corners, and then I'll flip them down. Now I'll flip these down the spec. Okay, here's my torque wrench. You ready? Click, 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 and click. All right. Now that's ready to install into the lower unit. I just have to put the O-ring on top and move it up. Just to show you what I've done here, before I install the lower unit back in, I put a fish tape down through the hole up at the top. That's where the cable, the shift cable actually goes up through. So I'm going to attach the shift cable to this fish tape and then just pull it through. So that should be the easiest way to do this. Some people actually put a string attached to the cable when they pull it out. that they can undo the string and leave it there and then pull it back through. But that fish tape is small enough. I think that'll work fine. I didn't attach a line to it, but I might do that for future reference. I've got some nylon cord that I can attach to the cable and pull it through at the same time and possibly leave it there for the next person. So anyway, okay, so that's the next step. Let's see. I'm gonna have to set this down though. Maybe I can set it here. Yeah. And then attach it. Okay, I've got a spare cable connection, just like the spade connectors that are on this. I could connect these up and then just tape the line to this, and it should come in through cleanly. And maybe I can tape that or put a sheathing around it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Just cover those up about the same diameter as the cable, and then I'll just tape this on with some electrical tape. Hope they'll slide on better. Give a helping hand. For sure. I don't know if you can see that or not, but okay. Okay, well, she's almost back together. I just got to throw in a couple more bolts, and then I can drop her down into that barrel and fill it up with water, and we'll try to start her. Okay, got all 4 bolts and washers put in, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. Got the trim tab put in with the new bolt I purchased. There's also a bolt behind that I put in that you can't see. This one here, and then these 2 here that I already mentioned. Now I got the prop put on, but the nut is not on yet. So I've got everything back together. Below this is your thrust washer, spacer, thrust washer, and then of course this looks like a starred locking washer. And so I just got to put the nut on, torque it down, put the cotter pin in, and it's in. So then we'll be ready for a tank test. So stay tuned. Another thing I wanted to show you here. If you can see this is the cable that came through. It's very hard to see in there. I'll see if I can get my camera in there. Yeah, it's very difficult. Maybe I can move. There we go. You can see it coming through that hole right way down in there. And I'm wiggling it so you can see where it comes through in the housing. So what I did is behind this sheath right here, this sheathing, there's a set of connectors, spade blade connectors that I've actually lengthened this wire. I've connected it and put that sheathing around it, and then I've lengthened the wire. So at the end of my cable here will be the new blade connectors that I will hook up to these 2. So I've got all this extra line here, this electrical line. It was pretty short in there. Very, very far back when I got it, it was almost too short to hook these up properly, and very difficult. So I just decided to lengthen it. I had some wire from an older 40-horse electromatic shift, and this was extra cable. So it's basically the same wire. I just put 4 ends on it, 2 ends on this side, 2 ends on this side, and I can hook it up to this one. So that gives it a little bit more flexibility and ease to fish it in and out of there, and able to have some extra cable to to hook them up easier. Okay, so here's the green and blue wires, spade connectors, and this from here, approximately here to here was my added length. This was just part of the wire that I taped the fish tape onto to bring it through. But boy, you can see how much more length I have all the way down, right down into that hole. I believe the spade connectors are right here. I can feel them through the insulation. But that's how much longer I've been able to make that wire. So when I hook them up, it's here it's going to be much easier. Just to not screw around and try to work down under the engine to get it connected. But the fish tape I have looks like it's about maybe 1/8 of an inch wide. This is the fish tape I used. I bought this at Home Depot, Green Lee, 438-5H fish tape. Oh, it's got a dimension right on here, 50 foot by 1/8. It's 1/8 of an inch, by 0.04, I believe 5 inches thick. So that goes in real nice. It goes right into that dimension in there. So if anybody's out there that is doing this job and needs something rigid to, push through that opening, they don't have a fish line, a rope to pull it through in and out, you buy one of these and that'll make your job so much easier. So that's what I recommend. But okay, I just wanted to mention that. So, oh yeah, and another thing is when you hook up your lines, your electrical connections from the lower unit, you don't want to forget to install these little rubber boots. These are they have to go over the connections to keep them from contacting each other. So the blue and the green wire. So those little boots slip over, join those connections, keep them watertight and corrosion free and all that. So anyway, that's a good idea to do that. I've already done it, so I can't really show you, but when you take those apart, you slip them off, disconnect the blades, and then put them back, and then reconnect them. You got to just pull them over the connectors. That's about it. And so anyway, I just wanted to show you that. It's all nice and tucked away now. So, alrighty. Okay. We've got fuel hooked up, primer bowl tight. See, I can choke this manually. Okay. Yeah, that's choke is on. Or I can use the electric choke. Maybe I'll do that. Manual works too, but I'm going to use the key in the let's see what happens here. Key is on. Choke doesn't work. You can hear it. Yeah, solenoid's working fine. So choke and ignition. So cross your fingers, people. Hey, we have life. All right, that's the secret, I think, is the choke. Okay. My fault. I just grabbed the idle arm and put her in forward for long, it wants to die. I'll empty that pail out. Well, that was forward. Let's see if we can add some more water. I wish I had a bigger container. Yeah, that's kind of low now. All right. Well, we know forward works. We know neutral works. So I'm going to add some more water to it, and then we'll see if reverse will work. Choke's working. So it did kick into reverse. Let's put it back in neutral. Good. Okay, well that's a wrap. I'm happy with this. I think the carburetors are in good shape, at least at idle. The only way to tell, I guess, is get it on the boat and do some full throttle and see what she does. But that's a wrap for today. I'm listing this on Marketplace, and I've already got an interested buyer before that. So I listed it just in case he falls through. But there's a fellow already interested in this motor, and he saw it when I first got it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and you never know what's going to happen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. That shadow's nice. Running good, so. Just needs a boat. I think the motor outlasted the boat. The boat that it was on, anyway. So Jake, if you want it, come get it, man. She's all yours. I'll even help you mount it on the boat. Nice running motor. Can't wait for spring. It's a wrap.